Hey everyone, back tuning into today's video doing the weekend forecast. Today it's going to be a very interesting weekend forecast indeed. The weather is going to be turning significantly warmer, in fact hotter, over the coming week. A lot of uncertainty though as we go through to Wednesday and beyond into the end of the week and into weekend, how hot it becomes and how long it lasts. Quite a bit of uncertainty in relation to that, but we can say the broad theme is for things turning significantly hotter and also probably with a growing risk of thunderstorms at times as well. But as I say, the detail will be very, very hard to pin down on this, so you will need to keep coming back to GasWeatherViz and checking the updates day by day, because there will be chopping and changing going on most definitely as this starts to come into the more reliable time frame. Now, before we get on with that, just to say about the ads, there's links to articles on all the pages at gasweatherviz.com. Have a browse through widgets. Any articles that you're interested in, please click through. You just come read the article. Thanks very much for doing that. There's video ads on most of the pages. They open out within the content, and when you watch them, they'll close back up again. And thanks very much for getting involved. And thanks for doing that. I'm going to be doing a live broadcast tomorrow evening around 5 o'clock with Quantum looking at the heat and thunderstorm risk. So come back for that tomorrow if you want to see the live broadcast going through some charts and talking about the thundery potential. But let's get on with weekend forecast anyway and just say that the websites we're using for this video are came from weatheroutlook.com and website.de. The link to both those websites are on its page. Here we go for today then with the radar picture. It's mainly dry day at the moment, but we have got some outbreaks of rain out to the west in the Atlantic, just appearing on the very edges of the radar picture. A few showers across Ireland and through the Irish Sea, but the main rain is actually just appearing on the very edge of the radar picture out in the Atlantic. That's low pressure. It is heading in to the north and west. Will be with us this evening and overnight. We're basically going to be this ridge of high pressure from the Azores. This ridge is eventually going to turn things a good deal hotter next week, but already the ridge is trying to come in off the Azores today, sort of hinting at where things are going next week. There's going to be a lot of dry weather across the country today. Anyway, very nice day for the folks down at Glastonbury. I know it's a little bit wetter perhaps than anticipated in Glastonbury yesterday. We did say that there are going to be showers coming through, and overall a pretty mixed day, but perhaps a little bit wetter than expected. But a lovely day down there today. Do enjoy it in the sunshine. Going to be almost universal dry. There could be a shower popping off there or almost anywhere else, but I think you'll be really, really unlucky to catch a shower in any one place today. Basically, it is a dry day, except across Ireland and Western Scotland, where that terrain that we saw on the radar picture will be developing through the course of the latter part of the afternoon and into the evening. Temperatures are cooler and fresher than yesterday, but even so, still very warm in the strong June sunshine, so reaching 22 or 23 degrees. 23 is around 73 in Fahrenheit. And a really nice day because got low humidity, warm temperatures do make the most of it. Remember though, it is very strong sun, so you will burn really quickly in the sun today. Even though it doesn't feel all that hot, you will burn very, very, very quickly in that sun today. Excuse me. Now overnight it's going to go downhill in the north and west as cloud and rain rolls in off the Atlantic. So for Scotland, Ireland, Northern England, Wales, it will turn cloudy and wet through the course of the night. So that rain will be really quite heavy indeed around western coast. Further south and east of that through the Midlands into parts of Lincolnshire, East Anglia, South East, a lot of dry weather. There will be little bits of rain coming through later in the night, but a lot of dry weather in the south and the southeast. Temperatures holding up okay at around 10 to 15, something like that. So a pretty mild night coming up. Sunday will start on a wet note in the north with this area of low pressure out to the northwest of the country. So for Scotland and Northern England, quite a wet start. Elsewhere, the rain will already be turning light and patchy through Ireland and Wales. And I think that'll be the trend through the day with the rain gradually fizzling out, really, as the day wears on and moving off in towards the North Sea. There will be bits and pieces of rain coming through to the south. Some of that could affect Glastonbury in the morning. You could get some more rain coming through there. Hopefully not amounting to as much as it did on Friday, but as I say, it was a little bit caught out by the extent of the rain on Friday. So just be aware that there could be some rain coming through on Sunday morning. But it should turn drier through the course of Sunday as the day wears on. A lot of cloud, but sunny spells breaking through in the afternoon. Temperatures a little bit down because there's generally more breeze, more cloud around, but even so, still pleasant enough at around 16 to 21. And then that's the end of the unsettled weather because we go through into Monday. High pressure is building in here across the country from the Azores. So we're going to have a mostly dry day. Could start off a little bit chilly on Monday morning, but there'll be strong sunshine coming through, and that sun will very quickly get to work on the temperatures, lifting the temperatures up. Even by Monday, possibly going to 25 degrees. That's 77 Fahrenheit. So a very warm day with plenty of sunshine. Could be some cloud and rain coming into Ireland and the far west of Scotland later on in the day. And then the heat wave really starts from Tuesday onwards, with the high pressure going to the east and the northeast, starting to drag up these southerly winds. There'll probably be some sort of warm front pushing across the country overnight, Monday to Tuesday. I don't think it'll amount to too much in terms of precipitation, but probably Tuesday starting off with a fair amount of cloud and about warm front. There could be some showery bursts of rain across parts of Ireland and western Scotland, perhaps close to this area of low pressure. But I think you'll probably wonder what all the fuss is about when you first get up on Tuesday morning, because it could be quite cloudy, but the sun will really quickly burn that cloud off. Very strong sunshine coming through during the course of Tuesday, and the temperatures could absolutely rocket. So by the end of Tuesday, we could easily be up to sort of 28 degrees across some southern parts of the country. That's 83 Fahrenheit. Will feel humid as well, and we may be able to increase that a bit more, in fact possibly up to 30, 86 Fahrenheit, and that is on Tuesday. As we move through into Wednesday, a lot of uncertainty is creeping in at this point, but we're pulling up hot air from the south, got fairly weak pressure out to the west, so I think we could start off with some thundery showers perhaps in southern, southwestern parts of the country on Wednesday morning. Those probably trundling up the western side through the course of the day, may blow up into big thunderstorms across western parts of the country. The central eastern areas, though, going to stay mainly dry, I would think, with good sunny spell coming through. Could be a thunderstorm popping off in sort of the heat and humidity of the day, but I think mainly dry central eastern parts of the country on Wednesday. Temperatures could go up to 32 degrees perhaps in the east and the southeast on Wednesday afternoon. That's around 90 Fahrenheit. So a really hot, oppressive, humid day coming up on Wednesday. Of course, we've got Wimbledon going on this week, the first week of Wimbledon, so that's going to be very warm indeed if you're off down there to watch the tennis, or indeed for the people playing tennis. I don't know how they manage it really on those courts where the heat builds up within the heat trap, but in the heat traps, but a really hot day coming up anyway on Wednesday. Then as we go through into Thursday, again, lots of uncertainty creeping in. Pressure looks like it's gradually weakening here, and the heat probably pushing a little bit to the east, but other models want to extend the heat over us. So I say it's difficult to say how hot it's going to get and how long it lasts, really, at the end of the week. But let's just say there's a risk or a chance of Thursday being a very hot day, with temperatures possibly going up to 33 degrees, perhaps 33 is 92 Fahrenheit. Quite a bit of dry weather, I would think, but also the risk of thunderstorms breaking out. I'm sorry I can't be more specific about this, but we will need to wait until closer to the time frame. But just a general risk within the heat and humidity that there could be some thunderstorms breaking out on Thursday afternoon. But I would think quite a bit of dry weather is likely. I'd say temperatures up to 33, that's 92 in Fahrenheit, dependent on how many storms pop up, because of course cloud, thunderstorms, rain all have a cooling effect on the atmosphere, although it feels very humid, of course, but if it's pouring with rain, it will limit the temperatures a little bit, so that is dependent on sunshine coming through. Friday looks a mostly dry day on this particular run of the GFS, but again, very uncertain. I think it could be a little bit cooler perhaps on Friday, but still very warm, with temperatures around 30 degrees, 86 Fahrenheit, and probably a very diminished risk of thunderstorms. Could be a lot of dry weather. As we go through into next weekend, the heat may reload actually on Saturday. So Saturday could be the peak of the temperatures, maybe going up to 34 degrees in the southeast. That is around 93 or 94 Fahrenheit, something like that. But there will be an active front coming across the country if this is right. These areas of low pressure in the Atlantic throwing these fronts across the country. So the peak of the heat could be Saturday, but the peak of the thunderstorms could be on Saturday as well, with violent and widespread thunderstorms possibly breaking out, producing torrential rain, flash flooding, severe lightning, as the heat is eventually swept away. And by the time we go through to Sunday, we could well be in a much cooler, fresher air mass coming back in off the Atlantic. But this is very much within the realm of speculation, and we do have to wait and see exactly how the detail is playing out with this at the end of the week and into next weekend. If I have a look at the charts of weather outlook, a nice day coming up today, mainly dry weather. Showers scattered about somewhere perhaps, but I think you'll be really unlucky to catch that. Sunday will start off wet in much of the north and the west of the country, some quite heavy rain around. That rain will fizzle out through the course of the day and will gradually turn brighter from the south-southwest. Lots of dry weather on Monday with sunny spells coming through. And then the heat wave starts on Tuesday. Temperatures already pushing up into the 80s Fahrenheit on Tuesday with a lot of sunny spells, patchy clouding, could be some rain in the north and the west. And then hot conditions going through into Wednesday with thunderstorms scattered about. I think they're probably more likely to be in the west on Wednesday, but again, detail on that is very uncertain. As we go through into Thursday and Friday, could be more thunderstorms around on Thursday with hot temperatures. Could be mainly dry on Friday, a little bit cooler. Then the heat perhaps reloading and peaking on Saturday, before violent thunderstorms sweep it all away later on Saturday, in Saturday night, with a cooler day, perhaps on Sunday. So it's all a little bit uncertain and sketchy from around Wednesday onwards, but what we can say in summary is that we're starting off mainly dry, with some rain in the north and the west overnight tonight and through into Sunday. Then the heat wave starts on Tuesday, and beyond that it is highly uncertain but becoming hot, and there will be thunderstorms around, perhaps the worst of the heat and the storms on Saturday next week. So keep checking back to GavsOverThis.com, where we'll have more updates on this developing situation, and that's all for now. Thanks for watching.